Hello, my little munchkins, my little crones, and my little chickens and sunflowers, yes?
Yes.
How are you on this fine, fine night? Boy, oh
Yes.
boy, baby crone and I was busy. We got busy doing something. I don't know. We got busy something. What did we get busy doing?
Well, one thing baby Crone got busy today was buying her first joint.
Okay, see, she had to do it. She had to do it. Okay, so now that that's what we did. I knew it was something. I didn't even know what we did. But nevertheless, so you know we're going to be talking about the Kardashians, okay? However, before we get into talking about the Kardashians, I just want to say these two things. First of all, it really annoyed me, just in case I forget. It really annoyed me when Chris said that Kim was the best dresser.
Yes.
I just want to put that out there just in case I forget. I really I was hoping that she could resist showing favoritism. I was hoping.
She couldn't.
But she just couldn't. And the truth of the matter are that they all were beautiful different phases of her. So she should have just left it alone. She just couldn't help herself.
No.
The narcissism of it all.
Yeah, after all, it was the Chris party.
Now, with that being said, there is another thing that I noticed. Kendall is not in the show.
Yes.
She's there, but they not recording her.
No, not
So
at all.
this happened 2 times. One at the dinner and the other time?
Was when she had walked in to visit Courtney.
Uh-huh.
Because it seems like she came from
Excuse me.
out of nowhere. Actually, no, she was actually...
It was 2 times, and I don't remember what the
Yeah,
second
it wasn't
was.
that time.
No, but anyway, it was 2 times, and I'm realizing the first time I thought it was a mistake. It was at a party, at Kim's party.
Ah, yes.
And then I thought, okay, it was a mistake. That, she came late. But then it was seen that she was there. So this time it shows she came late again. This time totally not made up at all.
Nope, not at all.
I mean, just regular smegular, and the camera stayed far away, but we still got glimpses of her.
Yes. It makes
Something's
me,
going on over
yes,
there.
It makes me wonder, besides that, is Kendall not really a party person?
Oh, no, that can't be it. What I want to say is, I'm just going to put it out there. On one tip, as you know, because, we're a dollar late, and a dollar late, and we're a week late, and 250 cents short. I done
Okay.
messed it all up. But nevertheless, we're late. So you know by now that the word is out that Kimberly is supposed to be meeting Kanye. Missing him, longing for him. I call BS.
Yes.
Anything to get you all to believe that is how she's still using that name and sucking on it to get you all to believe. Don't believe the hype. Now, with that being said, there is another story that says that she's trying to get this multi-soccer player, billionaire, millionaire, whatever. First of all, let me say this in the most kindest way of all. Kim's reputation precedes her. She is known from coast to coast, not in just a bad way, but let's be clear. She is known for sex tape with Ray J, from coast to coast. Another one from shore to shore. From sea to shining sea.
Yes.
She is known, and not just for her flamboyant lifestyle.
Yes.
But for her sex appeal, for her playboy, for all of those things that the world get to see her of. And most of all, for her, what is the word I want to say, for her infamous marriages. And especially to the great Kanye.
Yes.
Who will walk or want to walk in those shoes? They some big shoes.
They are.
Huge.
Along with 4 kids.
Along with 4 his kids. And knowing he could be erratical. Who needs the drama when you got that kind of money? And she's an Asian beauty doll.
Yeah.
So if you got that money, why trade in for a used model when you can afford to spend what you was going to spend on her on something brand new?
Yeah.
The way you want it, made the way you want it, walk and talk, eager.
The Kiki girls.
You can get them young. And you know what? They're not even as expensive as they used to be. Kim is the old model. See, she the old model. She's not the original model, but
Right.
she's the original of her kind. What do you mean? She's the first original one to say she was Armenian and she loved black men, and I cannot lie. She's the first in her family. Never seen nothing like it, and proud.
Yeah, very.
She was always proud, and had her black friends and had a show about it and didn't care. It was what them white women were doing in the dark. She brought it to the light. And that was just one part of her fame. So I'm saying from coast to coast, from shore to shore, from sea to shining sea, that soccer player know exactly who she is
Oh, yes.
and whom she belonged to.
Oh, yeah.
And her reputation precede her. Now, does that mean that they don't want it? They just know if you take her, you're taking a big, big bite.
Oh, yes.
However, as a black woman, when she got pregnant, I was saying, them black men will leave you. Don't
You were.
do it,
You was telling
Be
her.
chill. Don't. They'll take and pay the money, take care of their kids, but you don't want to be left like that.
No, Kim didn't listen to you.
She wanted that black life so bad. Well, now she just looked like that my baby daddy.
Yeah, she kind of looked like a little sad, stressed person
And
on the
who
couch.
want that? And remember, they were saying no man want that. Well, that's a lot for a man of her caliber to ask.
Yeah, actually.
That's a lot. Because if I had that kind of money, no, hell no. No. No, why would I want the stress of another man's kids? God bless them, love them, no. And plus, look at their ages.
Yes.
Jesus, they passed the age of molding.
That is true.
I mean, no, I don't need the stress of it. No. Especially if I have kids that's grown. I mean, she's not no spring chicken no more.
No.
But the thing is, and that's not me. I don't know. Does that sound cruel?
No. She deals with
out
it herself.
And video land, if you think that I sound cruel, please forgive me and let me know, because that is not my intention. Baby Crones, she said that she bought that and she had a tooth, and so I did. And so you all know by now, if I do that, I become a little too honest. I'm sorry.
Got you.
So was I too harsh on them?
No, because Kim deals with it herself, talking about getting older. She seemed not too stressed, but just the fact that she was turning 42 at that time of this recording. She was just like, man, I'm turning 42. I'm getting older. And then, of course, she has this ridiculously long
that means
list
this
that
year she's turning 43. See, this is the Asian. It's scary. It's starting. The perimenopausal, all of it. It's scary. And when you count your whole life on your looks and you're aging out, it's scary.
Yes.
It's scary.
Poor Kim.
No, I don't say poor Kim.
Okay.
I say, that's life, Kim. You're an aging beauty queen. I'm not going to call her a queen. I'm going to call her an empress, because she conquered, I have to say it, half on her back. No, for real.
No, for real.
Half with no clothes on, and the other half dressing her tail off. She made it. and her
true.
savvy business momature. She made it.
Yes.
She did what
That mom.
all of them video vixens tried to do.
Yes.
She sold her soul. Oh, yes, she did.
Oh, yeah.
Because why? Because today she can't get enough. She's like, she gotta have it. Or the devil and Mrs. Jones. It's like she can't have enough. And the only way she'll ever be free, you know how it's gonna be? When she realized, if she ever come to the place where she feels as though she's really aging out and what she could pull, she really couldn't. Or she'll get them and they'll treat her like a Pete Davidson, like I want you with all these lies. And then they wouldn't want to marry her. She'll be put back in another place that she so don't want to be. And then from that, she will learn. And then she would gradually go to accept it. However, this is how I see it. She said something I thought that was really profound. She said being free from Kanye was what? A tragedy?
A trauma.
Being with him was a trauma and a very sad time in her life.
Yes.
She said a trauma. So when you say that
and a bad decision.
And a bad decision. And that's what she said about him. So I hear what she's saying. So no, she's not saying, can she go back to Kanye? No. I don't believe it. I don't.
No.
I'm like Kanye. If you want me, you're going to have to beg. And she's not doing that. She knows this. This is the game they play. You understand? But the one thing, Kanye is standing firm in a way she didn't know he could. What do you mean? Because she's seeing another side of him.
Oh.
So I'm sure that this hurt her feelings. I'm sure. She feels as though she's lost. So now she's going to go to a younger man or a man that has billions or whatever.
Yes.
But I'm telling you, they're not going to want to. Why? To be honest, you all can take what I say and dump it in the trash. Everything I say is allegedly. But spiritually, she's got 666 written on her forehead. What do you mean? She is the mother of harlots. She is. She is beautiful. She's everything. She's aging. That's why she's trying to get her daughter up in there.
Yeah.
This is why Kim, she's spawned. She's got 2 that she can bring, and her sons. Also, she's spawned. Oh, no, she's spawned. Oh, she know exactly. She's an aging model. She know I'm aging. So any beauty queen know I age out. I want to have somebody take my scepter, and it's got to be a bloodline.
Oh, fair enough.
Look, this is like, if you believe in this stuff, this is like you playing with the Illuminati on a higher level. You know, you don't want your lineage to die. You know, that's why I figured today, when I looked at, I didn't really look at her today because we've really been busy, but for whatever, maybe yesterday evening or this morning, I don't know, what I realized about her is, I understand why they work as hard as they do now.
Why?
They can't stop. They in debt.
Oh.
They got to keep working.
Yeah.
They a slave. They a slave, and it's going to start showing. You know?
Spending beyond their means, basically.
Yeah, spending beyond their means. Kim just bought a house in Malibu.
Yes, and it's been her dream to own a house in Malibu.
Where they can all come together and have a barbecue. Come on, y'all, really? Where she's dreaming. Her and Courtney ain't even talking. She's just dreaming. A house that she won't even be in herself. The house she fix up, and for a couple of times she go there. Look, I'm going to tell you, this approved to you. You can't feel her thirst. She can't stop buying. She can't. No, that's what Courtney was trying. I think this is what really solidified it with Courtney.
Yes.
That says, I got to get off of this. I realized she don't know when she had enough.
No.
She can't quit.
No, and she can't even realize it.
And I think that she doesn't, and this is what I think, because the whole time, in my opinion, when Courtney was talking about her, I think Courtney said fair things like
Oh, yes.
I don't hold her responsible. I really believe she can't help it. She
Yep.
really hurt my feelings. She was humble. And even most people, when they're in a challenge with you, they will not be humble. Remember, they were fighters, brawlers, right?
Yeah.
But you see now she's crying, and she was crying about it, saying, this hurt me. Before, she wouldn't have wanted to show her weakness. But she said, there is no more competition. Why? Because today I'm happy.
Yes.
And I know that this happiness, my mother haven't had it, Kim haven't had it.
No.
None of them had it.
Kim was very jealous by some of the things she was saying to Courtney about her life, because Courtney claims that she needs to have her own identity, which I believe you really do, because she wants something separate outside of the family, and that
I don't
doesn't
think
share.
that it, I'm sorry. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Oh.
No, I'm sorry.
And that when I hate that Kim had said that you was in Travis land, saying that she was all lovey-dovey and into Travis.
And it was okay. So if it was okay, why are you mimicking it?
Right, exactly.
Why couldn't it been, that was during the time, you wasn't around us very much because, you know what was going on back then.
Right. And then when Courtney was talking about her identity, Kim was like, nobody wants your identity. Nobody wants to rock out. And Courtney was like, that's not even my identity. So it just seemed like Kim was just trying to jab at Courtney to heal
I
her
don't
more.
think so. For the first time, I just saw a broken Barbie doll.
Oh.
I just think she couldn't comprehend it.
No, she really
I think
couldn't.
that she could on one level. And the level that she
wanted.
took it on was vanity.
Yes.
She couldn't take it any other way. Because if she looked at it any closer, she would have started crying. If she looked at it any closer, it would have demanded a change. And she said she's not ready. She said, I'm going to go out like this. In other words, I'm going to be Kim Kardashian. I'm going to be me no matter what. Now you understand why Kanye is dressing at the bottom of the barrel.
Got to start from
Why
scratch.
he's starting from scratch. He's like, that model is done. And Kanye told us she was in debt. Kanye even said, you can't please her. She never have enough.
Yeah.
This is the secret. And it's so curious that the only person who seems to get her is Chris.
It may be Chloe.
Not like Chris.
Got you.
Not like Chris. Not
Well,
like
like
her
you
mother.
said, transfer of spirit. That's the only reason why Chris gets Kim. It's because
Tell them
Kim
what
is
transfer
Chris.
spirit, just in case they don't know. It's what I call. I made this up. Transfer spirit. Tell them what it is, just in case.
So Chris' essence, who she is, being and everything, has now been put into Kim, and the Kim that used to be and was is dead and gone.
Okay, to give you a better example, she's not dead and gone. She's just asleep.
Okay.
What do you mean? It's like a hose. So that hose comes in, and that hose is going to stay there until something bigger or stronger come in and knock that hose out, and then another strong hose. And it would just use the body back and forth with different hoses while the owner of the body is asleep, who checked out, unless something legendary come along, like the Sleeping Beauty,
Yes.
like something like the Christ, or something that's deep enough, that somebody's strong enough, that could penetrate a prayer, or that could get to her and bring her forth so she can come out of this thing. These are spiritual talks, okay? These are the things that I believe, and they don't have anything to do with religion. They just believe if you believe in stuff like that. I do. Transfer of spirit. They could be positive and negative. However, I don't believe that any spirit that, other than if it's an ancestral spirit that you commune with, I don't think it's safe taking out any spirit that you don't know of really, or understand what you're doing. I think you gotta be careful with that. Because
Yes.
you got to know when you're being possessed and when you're not. These things are very complicated.
Yes. One thing is talking about Kim and being possessed is that she just doesn't want, she kept saying she doesn't understand how Courtney got this narrative that Kim stole her wedding. When to Kim, she's like, you actually stole my wedding because I had a wedding in Italy. Okay, Kim, you just want to have the upper hand. You just did to Kim.
Sleep. Sleep. She sleep.
She is.
And you know, it is so profound when your older sister says, okay, we done talked about this,
Yes.
but what I really want to know
Yes, the
is
deep
the
reason.
deep reason why you can't get enough. That blew me away. But I admired Kim.
She tried.
She sat there. I didn't like that they had the camera go and say one thing, like, this is what I really felt. It made her look like a hypocrite.
Oh yeah, most definitely.
They didn't do it to Courtney, did they?
No, they didn't.
But they did. I thought it made Kim look like a hypocrite.
Courtney was honest no matter where she is. So whether she's talking in the confession or whether
I didn't
she's
think
talking
Kim
to
was honest.
No, not at all. She would say one thing.
But
to
she's a
her.
nice person. And this is the second time she did that to Courtney. See, this is not nice.
No, it's not.
See, somebody told her to lie is nice.
Yes.
She lied. She didn't tell the truth. You know why? Because she couldn't deal with it.
No.
It was there. She's on camera. She's promised herself, I'm not going to lose it. I'm not going to lose it with this girl.
Yes, you're
this
right.
girl, I'm not going to lose it. She's ungrateful. She has this great life that she wouldn't have had if it wasn't for me on my back. That's right.
Yes.
I'm the one who cares.
The least
I'm the one,
interesting.
and she's the least interesting. And now that the cameras is on her now, she thinks, ha, ha, ha. But she's the least interesting. And the truth of the matter is, what this is truly showing the world is, Kim, you are the least interesting
You really are.
to follow. What do you mean? Yes, you have your beauty, you have your line, and when we follow you, that's what we're dealing with, business. You
Yes.
are boring.
Yes.
Yes, you may be good for someone who going to school and saying, oh, I want to know the serious things. No, but on a fun tip, your sister got you beat.
Yeah, that is very
It's
true.
no competition.
You don't even look like you have fun, Kim.
She doesn't look like she had fun, right?
No, she doesn't.
You be pasting.
Oh my gosh.
It's like only at the end of the night, and your sister be like, I had a full day, I'm going to bed.
Yes.
It's just your sister that made loving that day, went swimming, bowling, played with the kids, rubbered out, walked the beach, talked on the phone, did some work, and now it's 9 o'clock. You sitting down to eat, your sister say, I'm tired. And that's what it seemed like. I mean, I'm joking, of course, but you understand what I'm saying. And her sister, let me say this, her sister want that freedom. And I know, Kim, you sold your soul, and it's okay.
Yeah.
It's okay. It's okay now. Go ahead.
It was so funny talking about Kim and her business because when she went to go visit Chloe at her studio, she just put her bags down and Chloe was just like, "What's the matter?" And she was just like, "I just can't take it anymore." And she was like, "I'm an hour late for my meeting and I just feel so bad because they came from Belgium." And she was crying. She's like, "I haven't changed my clothes in 2 days." Okay, Kim, you're just trying to seem like you're very depressed over this Kanye situation.
It wasn't Kanye. It could have been because this is the time where Kanye said something anti-Semitic.
And then she didn't
So
say
this
anything.
is why she didn't say anything, but then she said something, and now she feel bad for saying something. And was she wrong for saying something? The truth of the matter is this. If this is my husband, for right or for wrong, I'm saying nothing. If I can't say something positive to help my husband, then I will say nothing at all. At least that is the way I was raised.
Right. Well, Kim clearly had no
I was
tears.
raised, you don't forget your loved ones.
Yes.
Especially when you're in the camera. You don't show them.
Oh,
you
yeah.
don't let them know what's going on out here. You do what's right. That's what I was saying.
And the fact that she had to force her tears made it seem even more
That
disingenuous.
was so hard for her to get those tears out. Her face wasn't even red.
And then finally, when they came out, she stopped pretending to cry.
And then it was a tear. Somebody must have gave her an onion or something. Somebody put something in her eye because then it got red on the side and you seen a little tear. She tried.
She tried.
I said, why her nose not red? Why her eyes are not
she
red?
kept her eyes closed the entire
I'm
time.
like, why? She was trying though. She must have. Remember, she's an actress.
Yeah, she's
An
trying to show
actress-
off those acting skills.
She just don't. No, I'm telling you, the thing that
Oh my God.
fears me most is the Beyonce syndrome. I'm sorry, B. I'm sorry. What is
Yes.
that? You get up on that stage and start. All I hear is you. All I hear I hear because these are people who have strong dialect.
Yes,
so
they really
all
do.
I hear, or it would be her voice for me.
It really would be Kim's voice because they can do her face and everything, but if you can't get rid of the Calabasas accent,
If you can't get rid of it, I can't. And the temperament.
yes.
And the temperament of I am so angry.
Oh yes, yes.
Really? Please. She doesn't have it.
No,
What do
she
you
doesn't
mean?
have
I
it.
can't imagine her go, yeah, you know what? No.
No, she can't.
No,
lose
like
her.
a real, no, not, this is not me being prejudiced, like a real white girl.
Oh yeah, no, she
Like
cannot.
like a real white girl that will buck up and don't care who you are.
Yes.
No, she Calabasas. They scare each other, you know. that they don't know. I don't even know it that hard myself, but I've seen movies. So where we are now.
Oh yes, speaking of birthdays, because this was
yes.
the episode about Chris's birthday party. She went to Prenovo to get a full body MRI scan. That was very interesting. We learned something new, and that's great that there's an MRI. Everything checked out. She's good.
Other than that lower back
Oh yes,
on
that's
the
the only
right
thing.
side.
Right.
Shoot, that lower back showed up, on the right side. She was like, ooh, yes, they ain't get into that. No, everything didn't check out.
No.
She got trouble with a bone, so
Yes, she
everything
does.
did not check
She
out.
had a hip replacement after all.
And that's all he said. They ain't say nothing else, all right? They clipped that.
Yes, they did.
I mean, I could understand her being happy, her blood and all that was okay. Congratulations. I don't wish her no ill will now. I don't wish the woman dead. I don't wish none of them dead now.
My
No, God forbid,
question
no.
is, why is everybody telling Chris she's like 40? Everyone's just like, you're 40, Chris. And Chris is like, oh my God, I'm like 40 in the body. And I'm just like, okay. She's like, I have nothing wrong with me. I'm a healthy woman. So yeah, Chris says that every year she gets serious about her health when it comes around to her birthday because she starts thinking about her age.
I understand.
So that's good for Chris. Moving on to
And one day you're going to understand that.
That is
And
true.
you won't be, how old is she, 67?
Yes.
You'll probably start seeing it at 35.
Yeah, you're right.
You'll be like, whoo, child. But go ahead.
Yes. So, what I really want to talk about is Courtney, because I'm not sure what is going on with Courtney, because she went to go visit Chloe to talk about throwing Chris a birthday party. And yet Chloe was in hands with you and Kim and trying to get you guys together to talk. And then Chris, I'm not even sure if Chris even confronted Courtney off of camera to talk about this Dolce. But Courtney's just going on like everything is good. And I'm just not really sure why Courtney is still so involved with everybody if she's talking about how she wants to distance herself.
Courtney, right, that's true.
But
I think it was something that was said. What I'm getting, okay, because I can't remember, okay?
You want me to button that
Yes,
for you?
please. What I'm thinking is this. I'm thinking at the end, this squabble is between you and Kim. Mom is having a hard time. She's old. She doesn't have anything to do. Lies. But
Yes.
but just try to make it up. Once you make up with Kim, because maybe her and her mother spoke already, okay?
Yeah,
off
they're off
camera.
camera.
So she said, just make up. So it's like, okay, all right, Kim want to do this. Because Courtney really didn't care.
No, Courtney did not. She just wants to run.
So she did, right. So she did this for Kim. And Kim thanked her.
Yes, she did.
But I don't know what Kim thought when she went in the room. But we're not talking about Kim. We're talking about Courtney.
And the Chris party.
And the Chris party. What were we saying?
Talking about how Courtney is still attached and doing family gatherings.
Yes. And because of that, it was her mother's birthday, and she said, I'll do the party. And the reason why I think that she wanted to do this is to prove to them, I can do all of it.
Yes.
To show this is the work that went into, I'm going to do this party. Sorry for that interruption. We had to switch cameras.
Yes.
Okay, now what I truly believe is she wanted to do it. She wanted to show them, this is the work I do.
Yes.
This is what I trained for, probably what she went to school for, probably everything. And she put everything in this for her mother. Everything. She ordered out. She did everything her mother wanted. She had all them pick out what she wanted. I'm sure she picked out all the pieces that her mother would like.
Yep.
I'm sure they all drew it and had to pick out which one, because it's curious, no one showed up with the same. So this had to been something that she organized. Think about it. Mm-hmm. How they all not going to pick something? They all probably picked in, or they came together and let her know what everybody was going to wear, and she organized this to the point, to colors, flowers, food. What's that? Brookendosh, whatever that word was. What was it?
Bugendosh?
No, I made that up. No. I don't know the word they kept saying. But I was just saying Buchendorf. That's not what she said, though. Anyway, so with that being said, I just feel as though she proved
she
the
really
work
did.
and the love that her mother and all of them had to say. You went, in my own words, you went over and beyond.
You were still best dressed.
You was... I know that would embarrass me if I was Kim. Kim act like she didn't even hear it. She's supposed to say, Mom, wait. Don't say it in front of everyone. But it's a joke, really. Yeah. It's a running joke. I mean, it's a joke when she said, oh, Kim, she said, oh, Courtney, you're the one, you're my favorite tonight.
Yes.
And then and then Chloe said, yeah, we only have 2 hours. And she said, yeah, that's right, that's about right. That's horrible. But it's funny because at least she's mature enough to say, I gotta make a joke out of it. Yeah. I can't be that bad if my daughter did this. And I know that Chris put on the fireworks for Courtney, and I know she was so sorry. I know that's a mother that know how to say she's sorry in a big way. Probably sent her flowers, probably, I just believe that, I don't know.
Who knows? Maybe they just didn't think it was just going to blow over Courtney as it did. But
no, I think her mother thought it this way. I think her mother said, "Oh, it's Courtney. Kim, she'll get over it." But she didn't this time.
No, not at all.
It was too much. And you know what? Kim had already been married 3 times, 3 different ways. This was her first, her dream.
Yes.
All of it.
She insisted on having what was going to be in the wedding. She kept insisting a 90s theme. So it's not even like what Kim picked was something Dolce & Gabbana wanted Kim to have. It was something that Courtney curated
inspired them, right.
Yes.
So Kim may have not understood the full story, but the one thing that Courtney said is, you knew it was wrong.
Yes.
Something inside of your being should have said, this is not cool. And don't think you're going to sit up here and lie to me and I'm not going to call you out. That Courtney is dead and gone. She ain't playing it. And I know, and I like this too, when she asked Courtney to forgive her, Courtney just said she forgave her, but it's going to take time with us.
Yes.
Like, I can't walk with you like this. She didn't say that.
Right.
But she alluded to, I forgive you. But what you did was unthinkable, an unthinkable act coming from you. Like, I know we have our problems. Now, I know that. But now, like, it was like, I know you did that. And I know you've done that to other people. It's like, because she called their family cutthroat.
Yes.
So it's like, I know what our family do. I know, I've seen what you do. But I never thought it would ever come where you'll do it to me.
Yes.
Like, I've seen you do this. Like, I seen her did it to Carly.
Yep.
I seen her do it, but not to this magnitude.
No.
You did this to hurt me.
Yes.
You did it because you was jealous, and you did it to be strong over me because you wasn't the center of attention.
Yes.
Because you was unhappy. And so because of that, you wanted me to pay what?
Yeah, that is very true.
And that's how I felt. And so at the end, when she said towards the end of the conversation, enough of that. Let's get down to the real nitty gritty of it.
He was too superficial for her, Kim.
What's wrong with you? Why are you like that? That's love to me.
Right, and Courtney even said,
That's
you
love
don't
to
even
me.
have to think about this now. You can think about it later.
Yep, you don't even have to answer it. Mm-hmm. That's love. That's somebody who said, I'm done with fighting you. You can have it. And another thing, don't let me forget this part that I thought was very, very intelligent.
Okay.
Chloe said that she truly believed that Kim probably didn't want to ask her because she probably was afraid that she would have said no. Mm-hmm. So this is what Courtney said. She said, but I don't think I would have said no. I don't know if I would have. Now the day of, they're talking. Here's Kim. If I would have asked you, tell me her sister don't know her.
Yeah.
Tell me her sister don't know her. She said, if I would have asked you, would you have said no? And I love the honesty of it. She said, I don't know.
Right.
Because it was just too close to my wedding.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. And I think she said, because she said she don't know, I think she would have said, okay.
Okay.
Because she said it's not in her nature to say no.
Yeah, that is true.
But she's being honest.
Because the way it's
because of what happened, because she's so hurt. Now it's like if I had to do it all over again, I don't know. I don't feel the same anymore. Mm-hmm. I don't know. And I thought that was so honest. And I think that she was the big sister.
She really was.
She was the big sister, and she put Kim in a place. See, I know more than what you think. I see more than what you think I see.
Yes.
And I think that she wanted her sister to know, I'm not out to hurt you. I really believe that.
Mm-hmm. And to end it on a fun note.
I didn't mean to put people to sleep.
No. It's also about Courtney. She was reminiscing because the sisters had left early from the Chris party. And it was just Chris and Chris's friends and Courtney and Chloe. And Courtney was reminiscing on how it was the good old times with her and Chloe. And that when her and Chloe are like this, they're like really good. And it just, she was just loving the moment. And I'm glad they got to share that moment, but it just makes me sad to see because it looks like a family breaking apart because I know Courtney isn't there.
I'm telling you, what if when Courtney go?
What is there?
What? Kendall's not there.
Oh, definitely not.
Carly is Holly there.
Yes.
The mother is a hit or miss.
Yes.
So we're gonna leave it to Chloe and Kim, what? Chloe and Kim take what?
On the world?
No, Chloe and Kim take where they from?
Calabasas.
Chloe and Kim take Calabasas. Chloe and Kim take Italy. Chloe and Kim take them daggone kids to the zoo without nannies. How about that?
Oh yes, Kim, Chloe, and the kids.
They can't do that. They can't go nowhere without no children, without no nannies. But I'm just saying, they can go somewhere without nannies. Mm-hmm. They could.
But yeah, that was this
But
episode.
they would need security, yeah.
That was this 7th episode of The Kardashians, season 3. Airs on Thursdays.
It was a pretty decent episode.
I actually enjoyed the episode.
I did. I enjoyed it. I really did. I enjoyed the way she put the party together. I thought it was lovely. I loved the way all the girls dressed. It was absolutely divine.
They did look like Chris.
I did not like when Chris said she loved them all. I was so disappointed when she heard to say, but Kim was not that. That bothered me, and that let me understood so clearly. Kim is she had transfer spirit. Why? Kim is Chris.
Yes.
Kim is Chris. She's got transfer spirit. Kim done drank her mother blood, and they done did something, and done did some magic.
Yes.
And Kim is the finest of her mother as far as business. She is shrewd as her mother, and like she said, her mother is not going to retire.
Nope.
But Kim will become face center. That's probably what she do when she retire in another 5 more years.
Okay.
So
Well,
that's what she said.
Yeah, that is true.
So anyway,
I
that's
hope you
what
guys
I
enjoyed
thought.
this episode.
Oh, if we gossip too much, it was baby fault. We're having to go to the store. Okay.
Yes. But you guys got it.
But how did you think of it? I know you didn't really like it.
Oh,
much.
no,
You thought it was nasty a little, but
What?
the store?
Oh, yeah, it was a very long line.
Oh. Oh my God. Yes.
And it was towards closing. Like, we came at the last 10 minutes.
Oh my God, that's when we got there. Oh God, it was horrible. But it wasn't a good experience, right?
It was.
So with that being said,
Yeah.
we hope you enjoyed this episode as we took a toot-loot.
Yes. We got raw just like this episode does, or at least how Courtney keeps it raw with her family.
What do you mean?
Courtney is always so honest about how she feels and how her family is, and talks about their dynamics, because she's just really done with the living. And like she said, it's a cult.
You know what it is about, Courtney. This is the thing I think about Chloe now. I just think Chloe is the one that tries to fix it all.
Yes.
But she's the one that can't fix herself. And for that reason, she looked hypocritical.
Understandable.
It's like she's not authentic, but she can dress her tail off. She's the best dresser to me, and I think she's the pretty one. Honestly, next to Kim, I think they all are beautiful.
Oh yeah.
The only thing I have is those lips of all of theirs, besides Kendall and Courtney. I don't know, they got those duck lips.
Courtney looks nice. She looks very natural. She doesn't look like the rest of her sisters
She don't
who
look like
artificial.
she got duck lips like that. Courtney, if you do, I'm gonna call you out on the duck. Kim lips look, somebody beat her in the lips. Somebody punched her and her lips are swollen. Courtney, like hers is so, she talking like this. It's sad to see this.
It really
is. It's sad. But to them, that is so beautiful. So, see, beauty's in the eyes
of the beholder.
Now you can tune us out with that, babe. We're so glad you enjoyed being with us. If we was a little too chatty, I did it wrong. I went, okay, that is so wrong. Okay, go ahead, baby. Crone.
Yes. Speaking of which, because this was the 7th episode, I feel like a lot of things were touched on in this episode. If you think about the 7 deadly sins, I really threw numerology in there at the very last second.
Yeah. The chariot. If you just think of the chariot.
Yeah, I got that kind of vibe from this episode.
That they making tying up the end, and it seems like
It almost felt like a season finale.
It really did. It felt like a season finale, and I don't know what they're going to come back next week with. They left us on the cliff because Kim stands up and she says she has something very important. What did I thought it was?
That she passed her test.
Her bar exam.
Yeah.
That's what I think it is.
Yeah, and everybody. Courtney was there again. Why are you
Her
there?
husband
Courtney
was there.
Yes.
I don't know.
But
I don't
Kendall
know
wasn't there.
But she said that she will be there. But it's getting. Remember, time is going on
since then.
Then, and it's just probably more real, and the
maybe she was.
It's probably the distance is real sharp now. The mother, they put on airs for the camera.
Yes, they do.
And there's a contract, so she probably had to show up and show out, and she did what she had to do.
That's a shame.
But whatever it was, she was in the back with her husband.
Yes, she was.
She was not trying to be seen. So Kim says she stood up. I think it was the bar exam. That's what I think, but I have no idea.
Yes, they made it so dramatic, and of course
because I saw the mother face like, and that's because she just didn't know what was going on.
No, she didn't.
But one thing we know that it's not. She can't step there and say she's pregnant. Why? Because Kim can't have no more children. So that's what I could. So the only thing I could think that would make them happy like that.
Yeah.
She certainly ain't gonna stand up there and say, "Hey, Kanye want me back." No. That would, her mother would just be like, so that wouldn't be it. So the only thing that I could really think of that would be reasonable is to say that she passed the bar or the baby bar or whatever. That's what I think. What do you think?
Yes.
We'll see. They'll have all that attention for that.
Yes.
Boy,
to stand up. She was like, I have to stand up for this one.
And she was so nervous.
Yes, she was. Fixing her hair like, okay.
So anywho, ha ha, and the he ho ho baby.
Yes.
Take us to the bridge.
Comment and like, and don't forget to subscribe to the Crones Treasure Chest.
Thumb us up.
Yes, your comments keep us encouraged. Keep them coming. We love the support, and please keep on watching us. And please share us with others who you may think likes our content.
Yes, please.
Yes.
It really means so much to us. And we're almost at 1,000 more.
Yes.
Ta-da! And it's all because of you. Thank you so much.
We love you guys.
Thank you. We love you. We appreciate you. And we send you God's love and peace. Mwah. Sunflowers.